Download the BCSN Plus app today. Local sports all the time. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. Discounts may apply.
Playoff coverage on BCSN continues on Friday. It's a regional final showdown between Central Catholic and Rocky River. And picking a player on the Fighting Irish to highlight is hard. It's like picking from a deck of cards where every card is a good draw. Vaughn, Frizzell, Baydoun, Singleton, take your pick. However, this is not a full house, but I do have a Fuller, a Jeremiah Fuller to be exact. A 7 of hearts may not spark fear into your heart, but I bet these numbers would. Over 1,300 rushing yards to pair with 20 touchdowns, and after a hat trick against Wapakoneta last week, Fuller has Central Catholic 1 win away from a 4th consecutive Final Four. You may call him a stud. I'd like to call him a jack of all trades. I caught up with the junior to talk playoffs, his mindset throughout the season, and much more. Let's go back a bit. You guys start 0-3, first regular season, 3-game losing streak since 2003. If I was a fly on the wall, listening to the meetings, watching you guys in the locker room while you guys are going through that, what would I see?
You will see Coach Dempsey telling us not to get down, even though it's like the first time in a while. Keep strong, you know. We got plenty more games to go. We're not supposed to break down right then and there. We got to finish the season.
And now from 0-3 to 1 win away from a 4th consecutive Final Four appearance, what was the shift internally that gave you guys the juice, that put wind in your sails to allow you guys to play in a regional final on Friday?
We lessened our mistakes. We got that cleared up. You know, we strategized even better, worked harder, focused more to get the wins that we needed.
And it's not like you guys were playing scrubs.
Right.
I mean, the 3 teams you lost to have a combined record of 34-1 right now. But in starting 0-3, what did you guys learn about this team?
We learned the brotherhood, to keep us tighter together, you know. We together through the hard times and the good times, not just the good times, the hard times. So, you know.
And you've been going off over 1,300 rushing yards, 20 touchdowns. I know if I ask you about it, you're going to credit the offensive line.
Right.
We know they block very well, but what is it about the bond between you and the guys up front that allow you to maximize your talents in this offense?
You know, my vision, when they blocking guys, they making certain holes, and the other holes that they don't see, I see them. So I hit them and I go and I score.
What is misunderstood about your game that people wouldn't understand unless they're in your shoes every week?
That I'm undersized, you know, but I run with power though. I can run with good power, but I'm undersized though.
And you've had, 177 carries this season? Each one tells a story, but which one is the one that stands out to you?
I would say the St. Francis one, you know, because rivalry week, you know, scored 3 touchdowns, made some good long touchdowns, so, you know, that's good.
Is there a moment this season that stands out as kind of the thing that got the ball rolling for this team and gave you guys the confidence to know you can compete for a state championship?
I guess seeing that we could score a lot of points and shutting teams out, I guess that gives us the momentum to keep going and that we're able to do it.
And not every football team can be Central Catholic. You guys come with a championship pedigree, championship expectations each and every season. How hard is it to uphold that standard every week?
You know, we can't just say we're going to go out there and win because we're Central Catholic. We got to go out there and actually win, actually put the points up, actually play defense, you know, so we just got to stick with the standard.
What has impressed you most about the way this team has performed this season?
I would say starting off 0-3, but us picking it up and scoring a lot of points, a lot of shutouts to where we are now.
What has been the #1 thing that has led to the success that you guys have had now? Even through being 0-3, even through having high expectations, even through having all the talent in the world, what's the thing that has set you guys apart this season?
I would say focus and film, because we focused more and we didn't brush guys off no more. We focused and watched the film good, studied it, and prepared ourselves for the game.
Is it surprising to you guys how well you guys have been performing in the postseason?
No, we're supposed to do this to every team that we play, you know, so us now getting to it, it's just we're supposed to been doing this from the start, but you know, things happen.
And when you're in a program like this, it's easy to look ahead and say, man, we're going to be playing Thanksgiving week. We already know that. But how are you guys managing to stay in the moment as opposed to look ahead to what the future may bring?
You know, we want to get that state title, but we got to worry about the week that we're in right now. We can't worry about the next week, because what if we don't win? We don't get to the next week. We worry about the week that we're in right now.
and a couple more for you. I'm curious, when you're dominating so much, it's hard to find places that you need to work on, but after looking at the way you guys dominated Wapakoneta, what is something that you guys can clean up?
I would say our holding penalties, because we had a couple of those. You know, we get those cleared up, and things like plays and reads, because you know everything wasn't perfect. We allowed them to score 6 points. We didn't score every drive.
And finally, why is this team built to win a state championship?
I would say the bond. I would say the bond and the effort we put into winning. I'd say that.
Tournament Time on BCSN is brought to you by Unison Health and the Mental Health Board of Lucas County, reminding you that it's your time, your choice.